Marriage is a symbol of unity, love, trust, and a lifelong commitment. The evidence of infidelity has never been an option to replace this. But when it came to my case, the story was different, as my wife cheated on me on our wedding day. We had a wedding, but she went on honeymoon with another man. This is the story of Francois, and this story should serve as a lesson to those who have suffered heartbreaks. For sorrows may last through the night, but joy cometh in the morning. Hello guys, I hope you are feeling quite well today. Have you ever thought about it this way? Do you know that the search for happiness could be the very source of unhappiness? This is the story of Francois, who thought he had found love, who thought he had found a dream wife, who thought he was living his dream life. But before he knew it, his whole world came crumbling. This is the story of a young man who got married to his wife, and on that same day, another man took her on a honeymoon. What a cruel world. What a level of infidelity and cheating in matrimony. I'm making this video so that those who have suffered from heartbreaks can learn a lesson from it. Because the bravery with which this young man handled this situation and composed himself is a lesson learned. It is true that sorrows may last through the night, but joy will come in the morning. Let me allow you to watch the video courtesy of Afrimax TV. Please, if this is your first time coming across my videos, kindly subscribe or follow. Equally give me a thumbs up, comment, and share so that others might learn from this. Thank you, I love you, Auf Wiedersehen.
We are heading to the man's home, ready to hear more of what happened after his wedding day. But before that, Francois will tell us more of his challenging childhood, poverty, and his struggle for survival.
Nitwa Uwihoreye Francois.
Born in a family of 8 children, 6 girls and 2 boys, he found himself in a family where witchcraft was practiced by his parents for survival.
Ubwo icyo gihe yabashaga kuvura abantu, abasazi ndetse n'abandi benshi babaga bafite amadayimoni menshi byajyaga biza nyine bagatarama.
So we grew up depending on people who would bring us food, hence waiting to be healed or exorcised by my father. But then the 1994 genocide against Tutsi happened and we fled for our lives. And life in refugee camps was difficult. But against all odds, we made it and survived. However, our possessions had been taken, forcing us to live under extreme poverty.
Ibyo twe twarasize bari barabisahuye kuko mbere intambara itaraba twarabakire. Kubera ibyo byo kuba papa yari umupfumu, urumva ko twarabakira, abonekaga buri munsi twaryaga inyama, bwari ubuzima bwiza. Mutugaruka rero barasahuye ibintu byose nta kintu na kimwe dufite.
With no one working in a family with 8 children, having lost their parents, there was almost no life, and he made an indecent yet riskier decision of finding solution at the age of 6.
Mu kugera mu rugo rero twishwe n'ubuzima, ku buryo twageze ku rugero njyewe urumva imyaka rero izamuka, ngize imyaka 6.
I would sneak out of the house late at night around 1 a.m. in the morning and go in people's fields and farms and harvest their crops. During the day, I would go around the whole village looking for some plantations that were ready or about to be harvested. And I would attack during the night for the survival of me and my siblings.
Mu myaka 6 nibwo natangiye kujya njya kwiba kugira ngo mbone uko bavandimwe tubaho.
It was a tough life where they had to do each and everything for their own survival. At some point, stealing was not enough, as they needed a lot more basic needs to survive. And the next move was gambling.
Tutaduhimba umushinga wo gukina urusimbi kugira ngo turebe ko twabaho mbega.
We did gambling, and later on, I somehow found a way and went to school and did my primary studies. But regardless of struggling with poverty and the harsh life condition, I still managed to succeed academically. Among the times when I stole people's properties, I was never caught. But there is this particular day when people mistakenly bet me when I picked my comb that had fell in a cassava plantation and my toes almost broke into pieces. that up to now my toes hurt so much.
kuko icyo gihe nese nturika noneho najya ku ishuri nibwo kwiga byasa n'ibisa binanira noneho.
With life getting worse, no basic needs, no medication, people going against them for absolute no reason, and after dropping out of school, he then couldn't believe that God exists. If he existed then, how dare would he allow them to have all that suffering when they were young? And this forced him to be like a monster.
mpita mpakana ko Imana itabaho. Uhereye uwo munsi ntangira kwiga ubugome, nibwo natangiye kujya mbindwanye noneho kurwana.
I was drinking too much beer and smoking using papers from the Bible, more precisely the Old Testament. It was the time when there were a lot of Christians crusades and conferences, people preaching here and there. I said if God exists then, he has to take away this Bible that I use while smoking. He kept denying until the day he was poisoned by people he worked for who only wanted to see him dead. He got worse, turned blind, got ill, and when he was almost going to breathe his last, he had kind of a vision, seeing himself getting healed, and then woke up feeling better. And that led him to becoming a believer.
Rero Imana inkiza ntabizi mw'icyo gihe kandi nkihanganye nayo nywesha Bibiliya itabi nahise nkizwa.
And from that day onwards, he's placed his life in God's hands and has to wake up daily, pray, thanking God for his blessings and asking him to protect and provide for him. And then take time reading the Bible, hearing from God before he does anything else.
mpita urumva nangaga abakobwa kubi, naranabaziraga umuntu wese wabaga yambaye ijipo, nushaka kube mama wambyaye narakuziraga.
I then joined the choir since I had committed to serving God. But I was too addicted and couldn't quit smoking until the day I got burned by when I had fell asleep while smoking and then ended up quitting. Later on, he met a girl whom he loved and wished to proceed and get married. But along the way, he met prophets who warned him not to marry that girl, and God himself also showed him a vision that warned him not to get married.
Ndabyibuka ndimo nandikisha urukiko, rambwira ngo ni kopi y'ibizaba, ibyo ukora byose ni kopi, noneho sinkina kwemereye kubivamo, ngiye kukugeragereza muri iki kintu.
In spite of many warnings, I proceeded to getting married to her. Friends and families gathered, and a large crowd attended my civil wedding. And the more people I had, the more money I got, and I assumed that God had approved my wedding.
Abantu ntanazi 20 araje, senkana araje, nagize amafaranga icyo gihe, ndagenda ndahaha inyama, baragura ibinyama, bagura ibirayi, bagura ibiki, baragenda barateka.
When everything was in place, minutes before they vowed to the husband, a voice from heaven warned him that they are not in a wedding but rather a picnic. For he would marry a virgin, and that one had lost her vicar. But the party went on. A few hours after getting married, someone called me and offered me a job. They gave me a warm welcome, but found when the kind of job they said is not the one I was assigned to do. But since I had done only civil marriage, I was looking forward to gathering more money for the church wedding and the reception. But the wife had other secret plans.
Nkimara kuva i Butare ahita ajyana n'undi musore witwaga Jean Dodiye, twaririmbanaga muri korali, abaramujyanye amusohokana aho Gisenyi. Bamaze ibyumweru bigera muri 2 bibereye ku mazi, barimo basambana, bakorana ibyo byaha.
Since he was far away from home, those who were near saw her at the beach with another man, called and informed him of what was going on. He got mad and couldn't believe it, but they sent pictures to confirm it, and he went berserk.
Ashira ibyumweru 2 hafi bitatu baragaruka.
Francois, a man whose heart once overflowed with anticipation and joy on his wedding day, was unexpectedly thrust into a devastating spiral of despair and betrayal. The unimaginable happened. His beloved wife, the very person he pledged to cherish forever, shattered his world by succumbing to the temptation of infidelity.
Ahita akundana n'undi musore ari nawe bari barasohokanye Gisenyi bakajya gusambana, ahita amubwira ati koresha divorce, ati ubundi twibanire. Ahita ansaba gukoresha divorce, ubundi barambwaga ko bitazashoboka. Ndangije rero asaba gatanya, nagiye tugeze mu rukiko.
He made the painful decision to sever the ties that bound them and embark on a courageous journey towards healing and happiness, finding solace in a new love that now fills their lives with joy and contentment.
Nyuma rero nibwo baduhaye gatanya, mpita nikomerezanyiriza rero na madamu.
Francois' story serves as an inspiration to those who have experienced heartbreak, showing that while wounds may run deep, they need not define our futures.